Welcome back. Now, just looking at this order here, I feel like we should just run through these in order. So let's start with the piece from the Hinami Tsubushi episode. Right, that's why this is starting first. So bring Akasaka in here. Okay. Let's bring in the piece from Onikakushi. Very painful, pitiful, and sad. He doesn't know yet. Ah, the very first step to smoke out Rule X. When he left, there was nothing but, man, that's when it all started, wasn't it? How long has it been since Onikakushi? Years. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I wanted to refresh myself on the three rules that we're fighting here with these game pieces. Rule X is the Hinamizawa syndrome itself, which requires Irie to stay alive to fight. Because Irie obviously has a strong will to cure it, having grown close to the villagers and the Hojos specifically. Rule Y is not just Takano, but the masterminds using Takano. As we found out, there's more to this than just Takano being a psychotic. Yeah. As we just got a friggin' faint hint of, oh, here's a lady who knows everything about Takano, who wants to use Takano to destroy the village and make a point. Which I still don't admittedly see how that accomplishes anything, but it still doesn't excuse anything, but still. And the piece from Onikakushi was our first hint of Rule X, the Hinamizawa syndrome. And I think the part that I didn't grasp at the time was the whole bit with Keiichi going to see his relatives, and then to his relative's funeral, leaving the village, essentially. Which is when, obviously, the Hinamizawa syndrome started to ramp up a little bit. Of course, when he came back, he started learning about all of the village stuff and the deaths, and Oishi reached out to him, and he started to doubt his friends, and that really flared him up big time. Now let's answer this. Right. Everything, yeah, Rule Y wins out in this. in the end. Defeating Rule X, as in Rena taking over the school and trying to blow up the school, was all caused by Rule X, essentially. Her Hinamizawa syndrome flaring up. And we fought that without the medicine, which that's my thought of what Rika was trying to give to Rena when she sought her out in her hideout. But we conquered it. Yeah. We brought Rena back from the brink, essentially. You can see a little shot of Rena there. Onikakushi introduced Rule X and really showed us how tragic it was. Sumi Horoboshi helped us take down Rule X and save Rena from the brink of Rule X and L5. Watanagashi now. Distance of Rule Z, the Sonozaki family, and the Hojos. The rules of the game board. Coming from outside the game's point of view, assuming, of course, the game is focused on Hinamizawa. Yeah. Learn from your mistakes. Don't know if there's a... That really implies to me that... Again... Well, it introduced the whole... It introduced Shion, first of all. And as would come to pass later, with the fact that Mion and Shion swap places a lot. And here in Mayakashi, I forget how I pronounce that correctly, but Mayakashi, where it's actually revealed about her relationship to Satoshi. Distinctly identifies the keyhole of the padlock called Rule Z. Right. They both go hand in hand, right? Rule Z has to be defeated to save her. And if there isn't a need to save her, then Rule Z can't be defeated. Really interesting thinking about how all these arcs line up upon each other, one after the other. And how really there's character development from this. Shion goes crazy, goes L5 and Mayakashi. We can't really confirm if that was her in Watanagashi, but the this point we could really assume. And her last regret when she died was that Satoshi's promise, that he made her promise to look after Sadako. And then it's yeah, Minagoshi that rolls around next, and we find out that she's looking after Sadako. Ah. Right. Because this was the first piece that revealed the tragedy. The Hinamizawa disaster. Because obviously there's something there that wipes out the village. Identifying Rule Y. Right. It's obviously Rika's dead at that point. At the hands of Takano, no doubt. Let's move right along. Uncovers the invisible Rule Y. Yep, it blows it wide open. Right, you win against Rule Z. You win against Rule X. And we fight Rule Y. And that's why we figured Akasaka was an important piece from the outside. If we can get him on board with the idea of this Tokyo, maybe he can raise something to help fight it. We're almost there. Create this last piece. All our hopes and dreams are on you right now. Let's see this to the end. Our final fate. Please wait. Fate will be decided the moment we take a peek. Schrodinger's, yep. Schrodinger's Hinamizawa. So all these fates coexist at the same time. We might have our happy ending in here. Yeah, there we go. We might have Takano's happy ending in here. How do we resolve this? One of these futures disappears. How do we get such a piece? Just one more time. One more miracle. Ooh, leftover pieces. A new piece has been added. We've been through this all. We've seen all the pieces on the board. And Rika's point here is that we've seen all the pieces that have been on the board. But with all these pieces lined up the way they were in Higurashi, we lost against Rule Y. So what are these leftover pieces? This is a bit of a short video, but we'll get into those leftover pieces next time. Cliffhanger time!